I don't have any particular topic to say today, so I'm just talking about random topic and rambling to myself. Like every time I have fun and doing some things that aren't productive, just like playing games, mm, scrolling mindlessly through social medias and other stuff. I just got remind of my goals and things that I want to do in life. Very important questions that I think that everybody should be aware of and should at least have some sort of answer to have a fulfilling life. Yeah, this words come from 17 years old, so yeah, I'm just rambling to myself here. Can't really guarantee that my word are true, and it's definitely not true for lots of people, but I'm just rambling to myself. So whatever. The most important questions are what's the meaning of my life? What's the meaning of life? Why am I even here? Of course not physically, but just pretty much related to philosophy. What's my life purpose? What's my goals? What do I actually want to do in my life? I think those are the main thing that separate. I think that only when a person truly be able to answer all four of these questions, could they truly be counted as driven and have a true goal in their life? What's my goals for? What would I want to do after achieving my goals? Or if I can't even achieve my goal at all, what's my life meaning? What's my purpose? Maybe it's related to families, to certain objects, to actions, glory, reputations, influence, anything. The third, another thing is just how deeply would we want, and also those meaning questions and these goals questions really separates between really decide if a person would give up from their pursuit and maybe even worse suicide rather than just continue to chase after their goals after failure and failure again. And to be able to chase our goals, we need to think about our sacrifice, the time that we spend to do something is the time that we spend not doing the other thing. So whenever I waste time on something that aren't really important to me, it also hurts my chance of getting closer to my goals. It actually makes me fall to further to my goal because I didn't really spend it on to the goal that I want to achieve. Math sense do have lots of problem, so I couldn't, and my fluency aren't that good, so I couldn't really transfer whatever I'm feeling or whatever I want to say through my current meager proficiency of English. It's how much you want to sacrifice and your willingness to do that, how much you want to achieve a goal or not. What's our personality? I also think that to be able to achieve any ambitious goals or dream in life, or maybe it's just even any goals, we need to be objective and be less irrational because human are, after all, predictably irrational after all. I read that from lots of psychology and philosophy platform and found that the phrase as predictably irrational is it's really suited to human beings. Yeah, so just based on my limited observations, I found that most people don't even think about those questions that related to their meaning, their goals, their purpose, what they actually want to do in the future, and they don't really have any specific goals. And why do they want any goals of that, and what were they willing to sacrifice in their life? Perhaps because we live in such an abundance era that we don't even have to think about those things. No, what I just say it's wrong. Like, I think it depends. I myself didn't really haven't. I do have answers to these questions, but it's personal to myself, and I'm not even 1% sure about those. And I've just reflected those and discovered those recently. So, what right do I have to say about those things? Man, this is too deep for me.